Hi student, today I am going to start the chapter motion. Okay, so what is motion? Motion is if any object changes its position with respect to time, then this is called motion. Suppose an object is here at t equals to 1 second and at t equals to 5 seconds, the object changes its position from A to B here. That means this object changes its position with respect to time, then we can call it, then the object is in motion. Okay. So before starting this chapter, we have to understand two quantity. So one is vector quantity and another one is scalar quantity. So what is vector and scalar quantity? So the quantity which has both magnitude and direction. Magnitude and direction. So that type of quantity is called vector quantity, and scalar quantity, it has only magnitude, not direction. Okay, then that type of quantity is called scalar quantity. So for example, velocity, force, okay, displacement. So these are some examples of vector quantity, and scalar quantity are distance, speed, work done. Okay, these are examples of scalar quantity. So let's see what is the difference between displacement and distance. Okay. So distance is the total path the object travels, and displacement is the shortest path between the initial and final position. So distance is total path the object travelled, and displacement is, it is the shortest distance between the initial and final position. Okay, let's explain this with an example. Suppose this is a road and the length of the road is suppose 120 kilometers. So initially a car is present at O. Okay, then after some time it reached at A. Okay, it moved along this direction and reached the point A after some time. When it reached the point A, then the car starts to return and arrive at point B. Okay, arrive at point B, and suppose this distance is 50 kilometers. and after some time it again reached the initial position. So at every point we will calculate the distance and displacement. That means at O, at A, at B, again at O. So at all these points, what will be the distance and displacement? We will check whether it will be same or different. So first, when the object or when the car just start to move at O. So at that point, what will be the distance and displacement? Because this is at initial position, distance will be 0, displacement will also be 0 at O. Okay. Now we will calculate distance and displacement at A. So at point A is distance is total path travel. So from point O to point A it travels a distance of 120 km. And displacement, it is the distance between initial and final point. Initial point is O, final point is A. So distance between them is also 120 km. So in this case, distance and displacement are same. So next point, when the car return to B, when the car return to B, in this case distance will be what? So first the object travel from O to A and travel a distance of 120 km, and then return from A to B. A to B it again travel 50 km. So total distance will be 120 plus 50 equals to 170 km. This will be the distance. Now in this situation, what will be the displacement? So displacement is the shortest path between the initial and final position. So initial position of the car was O and the final position is B. So we need to calculate the distance between initial point and final point. That means this distance. So this distance will be how much? 120 minus 50. Yes or not? From the total distance, if we subtract this distance, then we will get this distance OB. So this is 70 km. So here we can see the difference between distance and displacement. Okay. So next, this car return to this initial point again. So when the car return to O, then its distance will be from O to A it travels 120 km and A to O it travels again 120 km. So it will be 240 km. And displacement is shortest distance between initial and final point, and here it started from O and again returned to O. That means initial and final point becomes equal. That means same point. So that means there is no difference between initial and final position. So displacement will be 0 here. Okay. So this is the difference between distance and displacement. Let's take another example. So that is why our distance is called scalar quantity, because we are considering only the magnitude, but for displacement we are considering the direction also. So that is why displacement is a vector quantity. suppose a rider riding his bike in a circular path which has a radius of 5 kilometers. Okay, suppose this is the point A. The rider start to ride his bike from the point A, then complete 3/4 round. He start from A and complete 3 1/4 round. Then in this case, what will be the distance and displacement? Okay, so for distance we have to calculate the total distance the rider travel, and for displacement we have to calculate the shortest path between the initial and final position. Okay, so since this is a circular path and in one complete rotation it will travel the total distance for one complete rotation, it will travel a distance of 2 pi r, that means perimeter of the circle. Okay, that is 2 pi r is 5 kilometer, that means 5 into 1000 meter, or we can also keep it in kilometer, no problem. So 2 pi is 3.14 into 5, so 31.4 meter. Okay, in one complete rotation it travel a distance of 31.4 meter. So in 3 round distance covered. So if in one complete rotation it travels a distance of 31.4 meter, so in 3 round it will complete 3 into 31.4 meter, plus in 1/4 round it will travel a distance of 31.4/4 meter. Okay, then it will be so almost 7.8 meter. So if we add this 102 meter. So this will be total distance covered in 3 and 1/4 round. Now what will be the displacement? So for displacement we have to find the final position. So after one round it will again reach the point A, after second round it will again reach the point A, and after third round it will again reach the point A. Then after 1/4 round it will reach this position. Okay, then this will be the final position and this will be the initial position. Then shortest path between A and B will be this distance AB. Suppose O is the center, so our displacement will be AB. So how can we calculate the value of AB? So OA, if it is 5 kilometer, then OB will also be 5 kilometer because OB is also a radius. So AOB, this will be a right angle triangle, and from here this hypotenuse AB equals to root over base square plus perpendicular square. So if we calculate this, it will be 5√2 kilometer. So this will be our displacement.